Battery replacement instructions for the TV10. Only replace with batteries with the same ratings as the originals. 12 volts, 4.5 amp hours, sealed lead-acid batteries. Or for heavy-duty performance, use the deep cycle Duracell rated at 12 volts, 5 amp hours, sealed, lead-acid batteries. Replacement batteries can be purchased at most any local battery supply store such as Interstate and Batteries Plus. Make sure the power switch is off and the power cable is unplugged before changing out the batteries. Remove the screws from the large battery cover plate as shown. After removing the plate, carefully pull the batteries out far enough to reach the wires. Once you have removed the glue from the wire terminals on the battery connections, to remove each wire cable, you can use a flathead screwdriver and lightly tap each end of the cable terminals as shown. Before you connect the new batteries, it will be easier to reconnect the wires to the new batteries if you clip the end of the wire terminals' plastic covers with some wire clippers. And then squeeze the wire battery terminal connector using some pliers. Before you connect the new batteries, notice that the wires are color-coded. The left battery uses the red wire to be connected to the positive side of the battery, and the black wire goes to the negative side of the battery. The same applies to the right side of the battery, except for there is no black wire, but notice how there should be a small band of black tape on one of the wires. That is to signify that wire to be considered as the black wire connected to the negative side of the battery and the red one to the positive side of the battery, as shown on this picture. Once you have made the connections to the new batteries, lightly pull each wire to make sure they are not loose. If one or more become loose, remove the wire connection and use some pliers to tighten the loose crimp terminal. Reconnect the wire again, and this time it should have a better grip or tight connection. Once you put the new batteries back in their compartment, replace the battery cover plate and its screws. Although the replacement batteries are charged, it is still suggested to charge the Traveler for at least 12 hours before use. These units have audio protection circuitry that will protect the battery from being overcharged or overused. And remember that, when running on battery power, and the power switch LED blinks red, the battery power is down to 20%. When the battery is nearly exhausted, the system will turn off automatically to protect the battery. It is important to recharge the batteries as soon as possible. Failure to do so can cause permanent battery failure. If batteries do not last long after being properly recharged, most likely the batteries have lost their capacity to hold a charge, and the batteries would have to be replaced.